I have a proposal. Now, sometime in the near future, we're supposed to say goodbye, or at least see you later, to the 64-man Conquest and Breakthrough experience. Now, I would like to see one thing happen. I would like to see them take the maps from the 64-man experience and import them into the 128 All-Out Warfare experience. If this does come to be, because the 64-man experience is supposed to be a limited time thing, and I don't know if they're going to follow through with its removal, but if they do, I would really like to see this compromise added in. And that is to take those maps and plug them into the 128-man experience. It will ramp up the high-octane experience that a lot of people are looking for. And let's face it, one of the biggest, weakest areas of Battlefield 2042 is that there are only 7 maps. Limited play types, limited maps. And in a weird turn of events here, we'll use Breakaway as an example. Breakaway on Breakthrough is where you just journey down a mountain, you jump off the cliff, it's like a Wish version of Damavand, hoo-ah. Then you fight the little area on the ice, and then you go over to that refinery, right? That facility over there. And then you end the game. On Breakaway, for 64-man, it starts in an entirely different and unused portion of the map, where you're fighting around those silos, then you get across that little city, and then you end up fighting at the oil. And these are the same existing properties. This is the same map, but it feels and flows entirely different. And I noticed that they could just take the things that they've already built, i.e. their maps, and just slightly change them and kind of create other maps inside of the map if they wanted. I didn't think they would feel entirely different. And I know they're not technically different, but they feel that way. And ultimately for a gamer, if they were to have like a Breakaway large, which is the 128 breakthrough, versus the 64-man breakthrough of Breakaway, for the Breakaway small, I think we would have kind of like 2 different maps. I know it's really not, but follow me, right? So for the sake of argument, it's almost like adding a couple of sub-maps to the experience. We have 7-man experiences, right? But with these different approaches to the objectives, using different parts of the maps that usually aren't utilized inside of the other ones, you've kind of basically made a map inside of a map. And I think this adds replayability and a little bit more depth to the experience, because now, if we take all of those and we import those into the 128-man All-Out Warfare, it's kind of like we have 10, 11, 12 maps now. Another one would be like Orbital for Conquest. It plays entirely different, and I think if you were to plug 128 people into that, that could get hectic, that could get fun, and I'm open to this possibility. So I really urge them to consider taking something they've already built, their new maps, rolling in the 64-man experiences, and slamming 128 of us in there just for chaos, and allowing us to play and enjoy that. There is an Orbital small and an Orbital large there. There's a Breakaway small, a Breakaway large there, Hourglass, so on and so forth. And you could basically split these 2 things up so that they flow and they feel different. And it could be enough to keep people happy and interested until the new map comes out, Exposure, here in March. So I open the idea and the door for them to do this. Honestly, if you think about it, they could do this and build upon this. They could take these maps and literally design them backwards if you wanted to, and we attack from the opposite end. There's so many ways to make something feel different with something they have already designed, and I would like to see this utilized in a game like this. So that's how I feel, guys. I know not a lot of people are talking about this. I don't know if anybody's ever actually thought about this, but I am okay with this. I would like to see these things rolled over into 128 if they do decide to terminate the 64-man experience. But let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I appreciate your time. Thanks as always. Have a wonderful holidays, and I will see you tomorrow with another 2042 video.